Everyone, please stand for the national anthem. Everyone, please be seated. Good morning, graduates, parents, family members, friends, faculty. Welcome to the annual commencement ceremony of the Department of Psychology of the University of Michigan. My name is Patricia Reuter-Lorenz, and as the chair of the Psychology Department, it is my great honor and privilege to preside over this wonderful event, where we celebrate the remarkable achievements of our graduating undergraduates, master's, and doctoral students. Graduates, I want you to please just take this moment to reflect on what you've accomplished. I know that each one of you forged your own unique path through the university experience. I have no doubt that you encountered many challenges along the way, but you surmounted every one of them. And the proof is, here you are, about to receive your degrees. I feel a special kinship with all of you, not only because I'm the chair of the department, but like you, I was drawn to the field of psychology. Whether through your interest in the brain, the mind, human development, or social interactions, you're curious about people and what it means to be human, which one way or another led you to our department. It's been said that studying psychology gives us completely new and different ideas about some of the things we think we know best. But even more, we hope that the people skills, the analytic and research skills you've gained in your psychology courses and beyond them, through lab and field work, will be your lifelong tools. Now more than ever, the world needs your thoughtfulness, your ability to read carefully, think critically, and to seek more information when you know your good decisions depend on it. You should also take pride in knowing that your training in psychological science comes from a department that is consistently ranked within the top 5 in our nation, with many of our specific programs being ranked first or second. We are the largest psychology department in the world. Each year we have approximately 2,000 students across our 2 majors, psychology and BCN. And as many of you know, BCN stands for Biopsychology, Cognition, and Neuroscience. This year we have over 850 graduates with more than 550 in attendance this morning. Our doctoral programs in psychology and our joint degree programs are among the best in the world. And our accelerated master's degree program is first in its class. Graduates from each of these programs will be gracing this stage in just a few minutes. I am very proud and happy for all of you. Let's give you all a round of applause. We will begin today's ceremony by honoring our graduate students. Let me introduce Professor Fiona Lee, the Associate Chair for Student Academic Affairs.
Good morning and welcome. We have many students to congratulate today. They have worked many years to accomplish their degrees, and we will not keep them waiting any longer. We will begin with the presentation of the degrees to graduate students in the Department of Psychology. We have invited one of the students receiving his doctorate degree to address us today. Stephen Roberts is receiving his PhD in developmental psychology. Stephen?
All right. So when I was first asked to speak here on behalf of the graduate students, My immediate response was, obviously, I love being the center of attention. I'd love to do it. But that's not the only reason I'm here. That's not the only reason I'm here. I'm also here to reflect on the Michigan experience from a graduate student's perspective. So I study group norms. These are the standards and rules and laws that define the groups we belong to. So when do we conform? Why do we conform? What happens when we conform and what happens when we don't conform? Now, in my research, I found that children, especially young 4-year-olds, they hate nonconformity. They despise it. Okay? Now, on the one hand, that could be a negative thing because it can give rise to stereotyping. But on the other hand, conforming to group norms can have very positive consequences. And we as Michigan students, we've been gifted some very important positive norms that will hopefully guide you throughout your lifetimes. So think of some of the groups you belong to. You're all Michigan Wolverines. And Michigan Wolverines are characterized by this humble little norm that you may have heard of. Michigan Wolverines are the leaders and the best. Okay, so not that humble. Now, as you move forward in life, if you ever question whether or not you are a leader or are the best, reflect on your time in Ann Arbor. Remember how it felt to stand in the big house, one of over 100,000 Wolverine fans, all cheering and chanting and unafraid to tell our opponents, whenever they fail to convert a third down, how much they suck, right? Probably not the most positive norm we've learned, but you get the point, get what I'm getting at. Remember how it felt to walk through the diag and to never step on the M block because you were aware that the Michigan logo is not something that you trample on, right? And always remember that you're now part of one of the largest alumni networks on the planet. Wherever you go, Michigan Wolverines will be there. So moving forward in life, conform to the Wolverine norms and always remember why you're the leaders and why you're the best, okay? But you're not also Wolverines, you're also Michigan psychologists now. And Michigan psychologists are characterized by a profoundly important norm, one that Patty mentioned recently just now. Michigan psychologists think critically. So Bill McKeechee, for instance, we've all sat in the auditorium named after him. He received his bachelor's, his master's, and his PhD from the University of Michigan, and he played a pivotal role in bridging psychological and educational research. Eleanor Maccabee, who's turning 100 in 2 weeks, she changed how we think about gender development. Bonnie McLeod, she received a MacArthur Genius Award for her pioneering work on poverty and child development. And Susan Gelman, my advisor, was elected to the National Academy of Sciences, which is one of the highest honors in science, for her work on conceptual development and language acquisition. And across the world, some of the world's leading research centers were created by or named after Michigan psychologists. So as you move forward in life, conform to the Michigan psychology norm of critical thinking. Now, in the era of alternative facts, where it's becoming increasingly difficult to discern the factual from the fictional, being able to evaluate and understand and even challenge the information that you're presented with will be critically important for society's growth and development, but also for your own growth and development. But you're not only Wolverines, you're not only Michigan psychologists, you're surrounded by Michigan moms and Michigan dads, Michigan grandmas and grandpas, Michigan aunts and uncles, Michigan siblings and Michigan friends. You're surrounded by your family. And the support that they've given you over the years should stand as testament to another profoundly important norm, to invest in your loved ones. So around 15 years ago, my mother and father sent me and two of my sisters to the United States so that we could pursue a higher education. And my grandmother took us in and made sure that we enrolled in school and stayed in school and made sure that my parents' sacrifice wasn't in vain. Now, I'm profoundly aware of the fact that had my parents not loved me enough to let me go, and had my grandmother not loved me enough to take me in, that I literally would not be standing here today as the first, and certainly not as the last PhD in my family's history. Now, you also owe your families, friends, and mentors for all the time, love, and patience that they've invested in you. So I challenge you at noon today when you rejoin your loved ones to let them know how much you appreciate and value their investment and that you'll pay it forward wherever you go. So wherever you end up in life, remember the groups that you belong to and the norms that define them. Remember your families and their norm of investment. Remember the Michigan psychologists and their norm of critical thinking. And remember the Michigan Wolverines and their norm and our norm of being the leaders and the best. Congratulations, class of 2017, and go blue.
Thank you, Stephen. Now he's making me have performance anxiety. But I can do this. Leaders and the best. All right. At this time, I will invite all of the PhD recipients to stand and approach the front of the stage along with their faculty mentors. The PhD, or Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, is the highest degree offered in our department. It represents 5 or more years of coursework, teaching, and research, culminating in a dissertation. The faculty mentor works very closely with the student, and so in today's ceremony, the mentor will present each student with a hood, which represents attainment of the doctoral degree. Please hold your applause, and we will recognize the group once all the names have been read. Dr. Stephen Othello Roberts will be hooded by Dr. Susan Gelman and Arnold Ho. Dr. Abigail Brittany Williams Butler, hooded by Dr. Pam Davis Keene. Dr. Babe Kauai Bogue, hooded by Dr. Lorraine Gutierrez. We've practiced this, believe it or not. Yes, and we are doctors, yeah. Dr. Elisa Guys, hooded by Dr. Nestor Lopez Duran. Dr. Adam Horwitz, hooded by Dr. Nestor Lopez Duran. Dr. Stephanie Meyer, hooded by Dr. Nestor Lopez Duran. Dr. Letitia L. Ross, hooded by Dr. Stephanie Rowley. Dr. Chauncey DeLorean Smith, hooded by Dr. Stephanie Rowley. Dr. Daniel J. Porter, hooded by Dr. Ethan Cross. Dr. Joshua Daniel Wondra, hooded by Dr. Ethan Cross. Dr. Brittany Morgan Wardecker, hooded by Dr. Robin Edelstein. Dr. David Sanjay Lee, hooded by Dr. Oscar Ibarra. It looks easy, but it's very hard, actually. Dr. Elizabeth Sarah Kogan, hooded by Dr. Natalie Tronson. See? It's hard. Dr. Jennifer Karen Sun, hooded by Dr. Jackie Smith. Dr. Maria Mercedes Arredondo, hooded by Dr. Yulia Koffelman. Dr. Megan Elizabeth Martz, hooded by Dr. John Schillenberg. Dr. Francisco Velasquez, hooded by Dr. Chris Monk. Dr. Roseanne Hoxson, hooded by Dr. Rosario Sabayo. Please join me in congratulating our new Doctors of Philosophy and Psychology. Next, we recognize graduates of the Accelerated Master's Degree Program. Will the graduates this year please come forward? These students earned a bachelor's degree at Michigan last year, and in addition have completed a concurrent 2-year program leading to a master's degree in psychology. Dr. Jennifer Cummings will introduce each of them to you. Please hold your applause and we will recognize the group once all the names have been read.
Jennifer Claire Bullen. Joseph Alexander Calabrasoto. Jordan Chamberlain. Blair Elise Crockett. Epek Dimmerdap. Blake Ebright. Michelle Lee.